Well, hello there and welcome to episode 19 of my self-employment vlog. Cannot believe that we're on episode 19 already. These weeks are going by so fast, it's unbelievable. So it's going to be quite a short video this time because there isn't too much really to report. It's been a generally good week, but nothing out of the ordinary has really happened. For the most part, I've been focusing on my new album, The Nature of Solitude 2, and there is a link just above here where you can have a listen to a sneak peek of the album, and it's really coming on well now. I'm really pleased with it, and I think it's going to be a superb album when it's done. I've also announced that the release date will be on my birthday, which will be the 13th of September 2020, so that's very exciting. Currently I am 12 minutes into the first part, and I anticipate that both parts are going to be in the 20-minute region, so much like the first Nature of Solitude album. I've also tentatively started work on a new Jean-Michel Jarre analysis book on his album Equinox, and I'm hoping to release that later this year, probably more towards the winter. Provisionally I'm looking around about December time. Now originally it was going to be an actual hard copy book, but I've had a look at kind of costings, and I've had to sort of evaluate what is possible, and I've made the decision to make it as an electronic PDF download only. So I know that might be disappointing for some people who want like an actual physical book in their hands, but I had to think carefully about it, and because I'm not making these copies on a very large scale, it wasn't financially a viable situation for me. But hopefully, it'll be something that people will enjoy. So that's coming out later. My Mike Oldfield book is also still delayed at the moment because there's been so much disruption recently that obviously everything is kind of backed up a little bit and things are coming out a lot later. But hopefully that will come out soon, and I'm looking forward to seeing what people think of that book. I went out busking again for the 4th time, which was great. I got to use my card reader for the 2nd time. It's still a little bit touch and go with the card reader. I need to probably sit down with it this weekend and have a little play around with it because it doesn't work straight away. It takes a little bit of kind of fiddling around with to get it set up ready to take a payment. I don't actually think that's a problem with the card machine. I think it's probably because I've not used it much. I haven't kind of found the quick way of getting it set up. So I think I probably need to just spend a bit of time with it over the weekend, making sure that it does actually work and I can get it done quickly. Because, the worst that you want really is someone stood around sort of desperately ready to buy something from you and you're fiddling around trying to get it set up. So I need to try and get a bit more streamlined on that. Busking is still going well. It's still being really well received, and everyone's really happy, and I'm really happy with how it's going. Now from next week shops start to open, and I will go out and do a session. I'm only going to do one next week, partly because the weather's looking really bad, hence why I'm wearing a very fluffy jumper at the moment, because it has been a lot grayer, more overcast, and a lot more rain. So looking ahead for this week, Thursday looks like it's going to be the best day for me, so I'm going to try and go out on Thursday and get a chance to do it more. It's probably going to be busier because obviously shops will be open and there'll be more people out and about, so I need to just be aware of that and be ready for that situation. It was quite funny when I went busking because I had my first lot of heckling by a group of teenage lads. It's bound to happen at some point. You're always going to get those idiots who come along and it was kind of funny because they were desperate. You could see that they were desperate for the attention. They were doing everything they could to try and bring the attention to them, like hootering and hollering and pretending to like fake applaud and everything and doing all of that kind of stuff. And it was funny because they did it for about, it felt like a long time, 5 to 10 minutes. And everyone just ignored them, and they kind of just disappeared like a bad smell. It was funny. You could just tell that they were just so desperate for the attention, and they didn't get it, and then they just disappeared. So that was quite funny, and it's I'm just so glad I don't have to teach kids like that anymore. I only teach nice kids now. All of the kids that I teach are wonderful. I'm loving teaching them. They're brilliant. But seeing those teenage lads when I went out busking just reminded me of other days and other worlds But anyway, that's all in the past now, thank God. Now, the Spitfire Audio, sorry, I was meant to mention, Spitfire Audio are releasing the results for the Westworld competition on the 27th of June, Saturday the 27th of June. They're going to do a live stream on YouTube, so I'm going to tune in for that, and they'll announce the results. I've got no idea really what to expect or how many people entered, but it's quite exciting. So I will definitely check in and see how that's gone. And of course, I'll update the channel, you know, hopefully if I've got good news. So if everyone can keep everything crossed, that would be fantastic. Anyway, that's it for this week. I hope you have a nice week, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.